Okay, so going to get everyone checked in, and at RWA, is it Mike?
Mike, yes.
Okay, and is it Mauk?
Mauk,
Is that right?
yes, correct.
All right, welcome back.
Thank you.
Sorry, what is it?
I said my name's easier, Andy Corn.
Andy Corn?
Corn, C-O-R-N.
All right, okay. Welcome, guys. I see we also have Kate Meehan from our zoning department. Welcome, Kate.
Hi.
All right. Are you guys expecting anyone else to join us?
The owner said he might get on.
RWA? Okay.
Ron Joseph, I'm not sure if he is or not. We told him that he would have to use a camera and that on there, and he said he might. So.
Okay. Did you want to go ahead and get started then? If he joins, I can.
Yeah.
If he tries to join, I can always let him in.
I think he was okay with us just doing it, but we'll see.
Great. Okay, cool. Well, I'm going to read through our hearing script. This will basically just cover the procedure for the hearing, and then we can get started. So this is the July 26, 2023 session of the Zoning Hearing Examiner docket. My name is David Sturkey. I'm the Zoning Hearing Examiner for the City of Cincinnati. Case before us today is case number ZH20230110. The purpose of this hearing is to allow applicants and any potential opposing parties to testify and to offer and refute evidence and testimony. This hearing will follow the rules found in the zoning code and the supplemental rules of the Zoning Hearing Examiner. All testimony and evidence that an applicant or any potential opposing party wishes to offer must be presented at this hearing. The hearing will proceed as follows. The applicant, the applicant's attorney, or the applicant's agent will first present the applicant's case. If we did have anyone here from the public, they'd have an opportunity to speak after the applicant had presented its case. I will allow Ms. Meehan an opportunity to provide any testimony in addition to her staff report. In the event that any party testifies or offers argument in opposition, the applicant will have an opportunity to rebut that testimony offered in opposition. And then finally, the applicant can make any closing statements. After all presentations have been made, I will close the hearing. Decisions may be expected within 2 weeks. I may limit or exclude any testimony that I deem irrelevant or outside the scope of the application being considered. I may interrupt any speaker to ask questions or to make any comments. I may also refuse to consider hearsay testimony that's generally evidence you want to introduce that consists of statements made by someone who's not present at the hearing. In the event of any technical difficulties, I may continue or postpone the hearing at my discretion. Okay, now I just need to get everyone sworn in. If you intend on providing any testimony here today, if you could please raise your right hand. Need everyone to answer out loud. Do you solemnly swear the testimony you shall give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, fantastic. All right, who's going to take the lead here in the presentation?
I will.
Okay, Andy, the floor is yours.
Okay. We have drawings and photos. Should we share those or just get on with it?
If you'd like, however you think would be best to sort of make sure that I understand the project.
Okay. We'll share screen then, okay?
Okay, absolutely.
Let's go to photos first. Okay, this is the existing conditions at the back of the house, okay? And so when the owners approached us, they wanted a new rear porch. And they wanted to also include a grill area, a new fireplace, and also some retaining wall relocations. And you can see in this photo that there's already a fireplace there that's going to be removed. And we'll show you what the new one. In the background behind it is the retaining wall. It's about 4.5 feet tall. And when we were asked to do the addition, there's a couple places we could put it, but we wanted to avoid being in front of the dining room, which has a lot of windows. And so we thought it best to have the addition off the sitting room, which is to the right. So just made the backyard bigger rather than cutting it in half. In this photo, while we're at it, maybe we go back to that last one real quick, just to notice the tree cover between this and the neighbor, pretty thick. Mm-hmm. That's the neighbor we had the letter from. Let's we go back that second one. Yeah, that's good. And so the plan is to do the new porch off of the sitting room and align with the width of that room. And then the fireplace is removed and it's at the end of the addition. And we'll show this in a drawing. And you can see how the retaining wall snakes around here. We want to move portion of that retaining wall to the left, closer to the property line, but not over the property line, to make room for this addition. The house was originally built over the setback, which is atypical for the district, makes it difficult to easily build an addition and not take full advantage of the backyard. And so we're looking for a variance for over top of that setback, just like the house sits.
Gotcha. So not extending the setback beyond the existing non-conforming
Right.
facade of the house. Got it.
Right. So if we go to the drawings here real quick, we're using the site plan on purpose because it's the most telling, the before and after. On the left, you can see the existing condition where the building is over the left or the right setback, and the grill area that's on the retaining wall, that's in gray too, that's coming off. And in the new work on the right, you can see the addition of the porch and how the fireplace is at the end of it. And we need a little bit more, we need to move the retaining wall a little bit more. And you can see the new retaining wall. The gray area is a little bit of new paving, so we can get around it. And the new grill area is kind of similar to the old one, still against the wall. So the patio doesn't get that much bigger. There's a little bit of extra square footage, but the shape still pretty much stays the same. There's currently a fireplace and a grill area, so there shouldn't be any increase in smoke. There's an outdoor area for them to sit, and they congregate out there now, so noise shouldn't be any more loud than it is now. The retaining wall, we couldn't extend the retaining wall straight when we did the new part because the footing would be on the property line. So we made sure it stayed off. The footing didn't cross the property line, so it came in a little bit. And that's why it has that little bit of a jog there. So other than that, we have the neighbor to the right. We have their letter of support. You saw the amount of screening there. We're glad that he's supportive of this ask for the variance for the setback.
Okay.
We have elevations. We can just skip to those real quick. We're trying to match the architecture of the house. And so on the left is the elevation facing the arch and the grill area. See the side of the fireplace. And the one to the right is straight on, and we'll have the same type of details and painted white like the rest of the house. And then the bigger plan. And then we have a more detailed plan. It's a little harder to see the scope of the covered areas. This is more of a technical drawing, but you can see how the retaining wall gets us a little bit more paving. The new paving's in gray. You can see the sitting room at the top and the distance away for the fireplace. And it's just an open air porch. It won't have the solidity like a house does of solid walls and windows. It's very open. So we think that helps being close to the property line also.
Okay.
Sit in short.
We're happy to answer any questions anybody has. We aren't aware of any opposition. We'll just answer as you present them to us.
Sure, absolutely. I don't think I have any questions right now. I'm gonna let Ms. Meehan provide any testimony if she would like, and we'll see if anything comes up. Ms. Meehan.
Okay, thank you. So I think Mr. Korn gave a very thorough presentation. I don't really have much to add. I would just reinforce, as he mentioned, the property was built, I think, in 1958, so certainly prior to the current zoning code. So it does have a non-conforming side yard setback there on the right-hand side. So the new covered porch will just continue the lines of the house. As you saw from the drawings, it's not being extended out. It just will follow the lines of the house, but they are non-conforming on that one side. Otherwise, the lot is compliant. Everything else is compliant except for the one side yard setback. We have no issues with the retaining wall or the porch or any of that. It's, a fairly modest size. I think it's around 300 square feet, and the height is at about 12 feet. So certainly it's compliant with, kind of what we would look at for an accessory structure or addition. So otherwise, I don't think we have any other questions or issues with this. And as was mentioned, we do have the letter from the property owner that's there to the right, closest to the this addition, and they did mention that they are in support of the project and they're comfortable with it.
Okay, great. Thank you, Ms. Meehan, for your testimony and for your staff report. No questions here, guys. Anything in closing or otherwise before we adjourn?
We know you're all busy. We were wondering when we might expect a decision here. We are ready to apply for a permit should we receive permission for the variance. And we're happy to wait for that, but any idea when we might get something?
Yeah, well, let me say first that I've had a chance to review all the materials submitted, including the staff report. And based on that, the testimony that I've heard here today, I think it would be unreasonable and impractical to strictly enforce the zoning code. So I am going to approve the variance request. I think it's a very reasonable request. And so that will be approved. So knowing that, I would get the building permit process started as soon as possible. Of course, that will be held up, or approval will be held up on that, or the permitting until you get my written approval on this decision. I actually, I've been wondering this for a while. So like our summer is our busiest season. Why does everyone wait until it's warm out to do the warm projects? Because we're just getting hammered in the summer, and it's pools and it's 3-season rooms and it's decks, and I'm just like,
yep.
It's frustrating because I want to get these out as quickly as possible so people can enjoy them while the weather's still nice. But I do have a lot of decisions that are in the queue right now. So I think 2 weeks is a realistic expectation.
No problem. Thank you.
Yeah, I try to get them out as quickly as I can, but we really do get bombarded in the summer. So I apologize for any delays on that.
All right. I have a theory. I don't mean to waste your time, but my theory
No,
is
I'd love to hear
that, most people don't understand the length of time these processes take, nor the construction, and they think in terms of I'll call them life events: school starting, school ending, holidays, 4th of July, vacation season. They're not considering contractor availability, subcontractor, or material delivery. So and this is what we do, and we hear it time and time again, and we know the sort of cycle that we see. Unfortunately for you all, it's piling on you all at once or whatever there, but we're fine with waiting for the paperwork, and then we'll apply, and hopefully the owner will be able to get his contractor started right away.
Okay. Yeah, I think that theory sounds actually pretty realistic. Sorry. And I just wanted to say again, though, I think you can get the permit application process started, and it just won't be finally approved or the permit issued until Ms. Meehan signs off on the zoning approval, which she can only do after she gets my written decision, which will come in that email. And so to the extent you guys can get that process started, that will save you a little time.
Yeah, we appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right. If you have any questions, let me know. If you want a status update on the decision, just reach out to me. I'll let you guys know where I'm at.